morning. Are you ready? It's going to be a great day, so let's start our day and ease in with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Mr. Jack Hillman. Come on up, Jack. Jack has been a student in this district since he entered preschool as a 3-year-old in 2007. He is now entering the high school as a 9th grader. Jack loves playing basketball and listening to music and watching movies on his iPad. His passion is music and performing. He has performed in 4 musicals. And he was also a member of the Unified Track Team last spring. So ready? Here we go, Jack.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job. Thank you, Jack. And now we have our ASRSD chorus to perform the national anthem, led by Marion Cooper. And please stay standing. And the students with us today are Julia Allo, Grace Adet, Abigail Clemens, Annabelle Clemens, Josie Daisy, Nina Dumas, Rose Lupasic, Malaya Marinas, Olivia Ostreicher, Asia Sanford, Ava Sheriff, Miles Pyatt, and Mason Pyatt.
Oh, say can you sing? Oh, say can you sing by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you so much, students and Mrs. Cooper. We really appreciate you coming in this morning and starting our day off. Beautiful singing. Aren't they the best? At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Stephen Tully, who is president of ASRA. Mr. Tully is beginning his 29th year of teaching, 23rd year in this district as the high school science and technology engineering teacher. He's also starting his 9th year as the president of the Air Shirley Regional Education Association. He has coordinated the annual Veterans Day program and the voice of the Panthers for athletic games, class advisor to 2 senior classes in 2001 and 2010. He's developed a school career program which offered students hands-on experiences with local businesses and industries like Air Public Access Corporation. I'd like to now call up Mr. Tully, and he's going to read our vision statement.
Thank you, Dr. Malone, and welcome back, everybody. I wonder if you could all join me in our mission statement, because all means all. So here we go, ready? Our vision is to connect, engage, and inspire every student to reach academic excellence. The educators of the Air Regional School District will instill habits of reflection and inquiry that challenge our students to set ambitious academic and personal goals. Students will develop a strong voice to express thoughts and ideas in the community, the confidence to showcase their talents, and academic and personal successes in preparation for entry into college and the world of work. Thank you very much. Have a great year. Thanks, Dr. Malone.
Thank you very much, Steve. Next, Mr. Tebow.
What is All Means All? It could be parents and educators working as a committee to make a better tomorrow for our children. Teachers learning new techniques from other teachers. A student inspiring the teacher who inspired them. Young actors turning classic literature into classic theater and becoming the next big star. Music hitting the right notes in the ears and hearts of all who are listening. Students finding their talents in unique ways and sharing them with others. Perhaps it's using storytelling to let the world know that fantasy creatures like the Loch Ness Monster exist and are grammar fanatics. Or teaching young students how to find a story so they can be the next generation of great journalists. All Means All is everyone working as a team to make it to the end zone. Or make it to the hoop. But most importantly, All Means All is all teachers and all students working as one to make it to graduation day.
I'd like to give a big thank you to Scott Perland of APAC for producing that video for us. Doesn't he have a nice voice? So all means all, and that means every student, and that means every one of you. Good morning and welcome back. I am Dr. Mary Malone, your superintendent of schools. I am very excited to begin year number 6 in this great district. Thank you. Very happy to see so many returning faculty. On behalf of all of us, we extend a very warm welcome to our new educators. We are thrilled to have such a terrific group join this wonderful district. I hope you are starting this new school year with renewed energy and optimism. So I'd like to begin with getting to know our new staff and who else is in the room. So we'll start with Michelle Granger. She is the chair of the school committee. Unfortunately, the other members had prior commitments, so they weren't able to be here with us this morning. And then I'm going to start with Mr. Robert Quadrian. He's the town manager of AIR. He'll be here to give you some readings a little later. And we'll start with the administration. Mr. Charlie Caleri, assistant superintendent. If you can stand, please stand. Mr. Bill Plunkett. Why don't we hold our applause, because I think you want to go home today. Okay. So we'll wait till the end, please. Mr. Bill Plunkett, Director of Finance. Mary Beth Hamill, Director of Student Services. Mrs. Tara Bozak, Director of Special Education. Mr. Robert Briggs, Director of Facilities, out there in the back. Mrs. Susan Parker, Director of Food Services. She may be preparing lunch. Is she here? No, she's in the kitchen. Mr. Stephen Kendall, Athletic Director. Mrs. Renee Payne, we have a new nurse leader. Where's Renee? There she is. And she'll also be a .5 nurse at Page Hilltop. High school principal, Mr. Spencer Christie. Assistant principal at the high school, Dr. Miriam Meyer. Principal at middle school, Roberta Akey. Assistant principal at the middle school, Brian Ulrich. Principal at Page Hilltop, Fred Deppy. Assistant principal at Page Hilltop, Denise Levesque. And principal at Laurel White, Beth Lewis. And her counterpart, Kathy Koch. Laura White obviously is entering with some optimism and renewed energy. A big thank you to these leaders. They have worked tirelessly this summer to prepare for your return and for the grand opening, the return of our students. Gigabytes, anyone? Just ask the technology department led by Mike Tebow, sitting up there. Deb Cutter, our network coordinator. Deb. I saw her come in. Max O'Daniel and Anthony Altieri, the computer specialist. Please stand. Be recognized. They may be in the classroom preparing for the workshops. And how about a big shout out to the custodial team? This summer. It's amazing. My deepest appreciation to such a hardworking group, and thank you. The central office staff, most of you will probably call central office often, and you may not know the face with the voice, so I'd like to introduce Jessica Raker. She's the HR specialist and data manager. Okay. Amanda Lewis. Where are my girls? Lisa Herget. She does payables, Amanda does payables. There's Amanda, there's Lisa. And then Michelle Town, the administrative assistant to the superintendent. There she is. Thank you. And, I'd like to extend a big thank you to these behind-the-scene people who do their best to meet your needs. Always thank your admin assistants in the buildings. Let's start with Deb Rader and Judy Swift at the high school. Over at the middle school, we have Tina Libby and Tracy Sargent. Tina and Tina, there you go, Tracy. Tracy also works at Laura White. We have Bill Dennis and Peggy Carlson at Page Hilltop. And Sandra Ferguson also at Laura White. Okay, here we go with new staff. And we'll ask that you hold your applause. I will introduce them by building. I'm just going to ask you to stand and you can sit down. I know the new staff gets a little anxious. So we'll start with Laura White. Jillian Pinard, grade 1. Heather Anderson, grade 2. Marcy Ross, grade 5. Paige Tetwell, special education. Sheila Kumi, special education. Kerry Geyer, speech and language. And Joanne Johnston, paraprofessional. Over at Page Hilltop, we have Sarah Guskowski, grade 2. Danielle Less, grade 2. Carolyn Arsenal, grade 3. And by the way, Carolyn was the library paraprofessional at Page Hilltop and decided she wanted to go back into teaching because she loved it so much. Pretty good. Amanda Locke, grade 4. Leah Carter, grade 5. Jennifer Greenwood, grade 5. Ariel Richter, music. Jacqueline Anderson, a library paraprofessional. Courtney Grazik, a paraprofessional. Nicole Vertour, a paraprofessional. Casey Maxner, paraprofessional. Morgan Tormey, paraprofessional. Arno Rabin, paraprofessional. Janet Adamson, paraprofessional, and Simone Tucker, paraprofessional. We also have Jackie Simmons, who's a new custodian at Page Hilltop. Is Jackie here? There you go, Jackie. I think Jackie was a student here, right, Jackie? And she graduated from, she went to Page Hilltop and graduated from your high school.
2015.
2015. Over at the middle school, Caitlin Glidden, mathematics teacher. Sam Almasari, history. John Millette, mathematics. Savannah Champagne, English Language Arts. Kelsey Miller, paraprofessional. Jared Wick, paraprofessional. Shelley Nagosian, paraprofessional. And we have a new school psychologist who will work at the middle school and the high school. Her name is Beth Foley, and she comes with her therapy dog, Lady. Many staff members are already in love with Lady. So this is new and exciting. And thank you, Beth, and thank you, Lady. Appreciate your walk on the catwalk. At the high school, long-term substitute in history, Ashley Baker. Chemistry teacher, Linda McNeamer. Chad Winstrup in special education. Solange Polanco in Spanish. And Alyssa Giambanco, school counselor. So please join me in celebrating these new staff members. It's a long walk from my home to overweek, every time together. So at Convocation, we always have to acknowledge those staff who have made ASRSD their home for many years, and we have a few. We're going to start with those who have been here for 25 years, and Lolly DePasso, 25 years. Kathy Mitchell, you can stand please, Lolly has 25 years. Helen Jean Barry, 25 years. Elaine Rivera. 20 years. Ken Dow. Sue Riley. Melissa Duchamp. Melanie Whitmire. Laura Daisy. Mala Farrow. Barbara Ellis. Amy Nara. Who had a new baby this summer, so she's here in spirit. Shirley Richard. Natalie Dow. Kathy Banks. And Mary Ford. Coming in at 15 years, Carrie Ravanis. Meg Saucier. Meg, raise your hand. We can see you. There you go. Karen Lindsay. Amanda Lewis. Lynn Holberg. And Marianne Martinson. And sliding in at the 10-year mark, Valerie Holmes. Valerie, enjoy your recognition. Sherry Marshall. Sherry. Kevin Langford. There you go, Kevin. Lynn Copeland. Wanda Fitzgerald. AJ Busso. Chris Martin. And Leah Crutchfield. And one last group to get recognized are those teachers that reach professional teacher status after the end of this past school year. We have Ashley Terry. Congratulations to them, by the way. Ashley Terry. Christine. They're shy people. I didn't realize that. Rhonda Fitzgerald. Kristen Mayo. Jacqueline Colby. Caitlin Kavanaugh. Rob Sutton. Thank you, Rob. Allison Phillip Brown. Another graduate, I believe, here at Shirley High School. Chuck Wood. Michael O'Connor. Christine Mickey. And Rachel Fusco. Let's get one big round of applause. And one other announcement, we have a new paraprofessional, Keisha Nunez. She's a one-to-one paraprofessional. Thank you. So I hope you had a great summer. I know in this ASRSD family, we've had some new marriages, correct? Raise your hand if you got married. There you go. A few people got married, and we had a few babies. And we have a few babies on the way, so we're in good shape. Our mission is all means all. And what does this mean? It means all of our students need to be healthy, safe, supported, liked, challenged, and engaged. These young people are developing their minds and their skills right through grade 12. I know all of you great educators know this and do your best to teach our students social emotional competencies as well as provide an excellent education to every student. Every child in our care needs to thrive and grow, and we need to provide their nourishment. Social emotional learning is for all students. And be sure to take care of yourself, your own self-development and care, because you matter too. I'd like to share a beautiful story with you about little Tommy Stoddard. It is a tender story, and I hope I can read it without filling up, and I've read it many times and I've heard it many times. There is a story from many years ago of an elementary teacher. Her name was Mrs. Thompson. And as she stood in front of her 5th grade class on the very first day of school, she told the children an untruth. Like most teachers, she looked at her students and said that she loved them all the same. However, that was impossible because there in the front row, slumped in his seat, was a little boy named Teddy Stoddard. Mrs. Thompson watched Teddy the year before and noticed that he didn't play well with the other children, that his clothes were messy, and that he constantly needed a bath. And Teddy could be unpleasant. It got to the point where Mrs. Thompson would actually take delight in marking his papers with a broad red pen, making bold X's and putting a big F at the top of his papers. At the school where Mrs. Thompson taught, she was required to review each child's past records, and she put off Teddy's until last. However, when she reviewed his file, she was in for a surprise. Teddy's 1st grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is a bright child with a ready laugh. He does his work neatly and has good manners. He is a joy to be around." The 2nd grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is an excellent student and is well liked by his classmates, but he is troubled because his mother has a terminal illness and life at home must be a struggle." His 3rd grade teacher wrote, "His mother's death has been hard on him. He tries to do his best, but his father doesn't show much interest, and his home life will soon affect him if some steps aren't taken." Teddy's 4th grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is withdrawn and doesn't show much interest in school. He doesn't have many friends, and he sometimes sleeps in class." By now, Mrs. Thompson realized the problem, and she was ashamed of herself. She felt even worse when her students brought her Christmas presents, wrapped in beautiful ribbons and bright paper, except for Teddy's. His present was clumsily wrapped in heavy brown paper that he got from a grocery bag. Mrs. Thompson took pains to open it in the middle of the other presents. Some of the children started to laugh when she found a rhinestone bracelet with some of the stones missing and a bottle that was 1/4 full of perfume. But she stifled the children's laughter when she exclaimed how pretty the bracelet was, putting it on and dabbing some of the perfume on her wrist. Teddy's daughter stayed after school that day, just long enough to say to Mrs. Thompson, "Today, you smelled like my mom used to." And after the children left, she cried for at least an hour. On that very day, she quit teaching reading and writing and arithmetic. Instead, she began to teach children. Mrs. Thompson paid particular attention to Teddy, and as she worked with him, his mind seemed to come alive. The more she encouraged him, the faster he responded. By the end of the year, Teddy had become one of the smartest children in the class, and despite her lie that she would love all the children the same, Teddy became one of her pets. A year later, she found a note under the door from Teddy, telling her that she was still the best teacher he ever had in his whole life. 6 years went by before she got another note from Teddy. He then wrote that he had finished high school, 3rd in his class, and she was still the best teacher he ever had in his whole life. 4 years after that, she got another letter saying that while things had been tough at times, he stayed in school, had stuck with it, and would soon graduate from college with the highest of honors. He assured Mrs. Thompson that she was still the best and favorite teacher he ever had in his whole life. Then 4 more years passed and yet another letter came. This time he explained that after he got his bachelor's degree, he decided to go a little further. The letter explained that she was still the best and favorite teacher he ever had, but now his name was a little longer. The letter was signed, Theodore F. Stoddard, M.D. The story doesn't end there, you see. There was yet another letter that spring. Teddy had met this girl and was going to be married. He explained that his father had died a couple of years ago, and he was wondering if Mrs. Thompson might agree to sit in the place at the wedding that was usually reserved for the groom of the mother. For the mother of the groom, sorry. Of course, Mrs. Thompson did. And guess what? She wore that bracelet, the one with several rhinestones missing, and she made sure she was wearing the perfume that Teddy remembered his mother wearing on their last Christmas together. They hugged each other, and Dr. Stoddard whispered in Mrs. Thompson's ear, "Thank you, Mrs. Thompson, for believing in me. Thank you so much for making me feel important and showing me that I could make a difference." Mrs. Thompson, with tears in her eyes, whispered back. She said, "Teddy, you have it all wrong. You were the one who taught me that I could make a difference. I didn't know how to teach until I met you." The title of this story could be renamed A Power of a Teacher, for the sphere of your influence is deep and it is wide. When you cast your net, you have a mighty big catch. For a child who is lost, your catch may just be the parachute that child needs to thrive, just like Teddy started. This year, we will focus on social-emotional learning. We are very fortunate to have many resources and tools to support us in the classroom. Teaching social-emotional skills happens in your classrooms every day. Teachers are great at it. Every day, in some way, or with your words, you teach students self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. We have a new strategic plans for the next 3 years, and the entire district, along with parents and students, collaborated, and I thank you. We have 5 strategic objectives in our work. The first is teaching all students, meeting every child's learning needs. The second is educator effectiveness, ensuring we have the knowledge, resources, and tools to effectively teach all students. The third objective is social-emotional learning, developing the skills and competencies in all students to foster healthy development and strong relationships. The fourth is school and district culture, teaching and learning in an environment that is healthy and positive and fosters academic and personal growth. And the fifth is family and community partnerships, forging strong partnerships with parents in the community to support students to reach their full potential. How else will we innovate this year? The fabulous school counselors will provide a developmental guidance curriculum. They will go into classrooms and teach lessons in the domains of academic, technical, personal and social, and workplace readiness. This initiative is aligned with best practices. It's a more proactive approach to teaching all students in order for all students to access the curriculum. They will provide direct services in classrooms and through advisory at the middle school and high school. There will be increased collaboration with teachers for indirect services supporting students, and this will increase proactive services for our students. So I hope you'll embrace their initiative. They've been working really hard since last spring, and they will be communicating their schedule and such over the next few weeks, or week. I already introduced our new school psychologist, Beth Foley. We have a therapy dog. Research shows the use of therapy dogs produce positive and healthy outcomes for students. Beth will be working with students at the middle school and the high school. We are a technology-infused district. We have added more technology, Chromebook carts, iPads, and approximately 4 Chromebooks in classrooms in grades 3 to 5. The teachers felt very strongly that they needed devices in the classroom so students can practice writing on the computer more frequently. We have a new learning center at Page Hilltop, along with ACP and Family Partnerships. And I want to thank Mary Beth Hamill and Tara Bozak. And this was a really huge ambition. And at the start of the summer, if you go over to Page Hilltop, you'll see how Wing got transformed. And it took a lot of work, thank you to the custodial staff. We have a early childhood pathway at the high school now. So over the last 4 years, we have been developing pathways for the high school student, which is a concentration of courses in an area or field of interest. We think it focuses the student in an area that they are interested in, and it provides an advantage on their college application. We keep growing as a district, and I thank you for being integral to our growth and innovation. As you head back to your classrooms tomorrow, keep in mind that all is on your students' mind right now is you. I know you will embrace them on Wednesday with your warm smiles and kind hearts. At this time, Mr. Robert Pomprian would like to extend his greetings to you. Mr. Pomprian.
Thank you, Dr. Malone. It's hard to believe it's been 6 years, and this is my 9th year here in the town of Air. So welcome back, and I hope you all had a great summer. And I think the goals that the district has, number 5, family and community partnerships, I'd just like to talk about just for a minute. I want you to think of the town of Air as a resource to your success and to your students' success. Because the most important thing we do is educate the future. And the town of Air is a close partner with the Air Shirley Regional School District, as I know the town of Shirley is as well. So if there are ways that the town can work with you, work with your students, work with your students' families, any town issues, any concerns in the town of Air, do not hesitate to be a stranger. My office is right at the bottom of the hill in the town hall at 1 Main Street. And we have a great, strong relationship with all of you. Also, as many of the second grade teachers, at least from Page Hilltop, know from my tours at Town Hall, on February 14th, 2021 will be the town's 150th anniversary. And the Board of Selectmen and the town are committed to having a year-long celebration. And we really want to have the students and the Air Shirley Regional School District involved. So we will be looking to you for some ideas to get your students involved. We've done internships, tours of the town, and think of us as a resource and a partner moving forward. Want to wish you all the best in the year ahead and look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Are we celebrating the Sandy Pond School?
Yes, September 14th.
What do you want to talk about?
Also,
Yeah, but it's okay.
all right, she always has me on the spot, which is good. The Sandy Pond School, which is the oldest school in the district, located on Sandy Pond, will be 150 years old on September 14th. So there'll be a community-wide event on Saturday, September 14th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that'll sort of be the precursor to our upcoming 150th for the town. So again, we look forward to seeing you. All right?
Thank you. Maybe some of the students could tour the school like on another day. I don't know if it's open to everyone, but I also know there's a school in Shirley that is approaching the same 100-year anniversary. And I want you to know, how did I find that out? Twitter. And I'd like to say Mr. Mike McGovern, who was the town administrator in Shirley, could be with us because he's on vacation. So at this time, one of our best partners is the A.S. Shirley Education Foundation. And as you know, they do so much for you and for your students. So Mr. Randy Clements, who is the president of ASAP, is here to join us and give you a little bit of information about his organization. Mr. Clements.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Randy Clements. I'm with the Air Shirley Education Foundation. I'd like to welcome all the new staff and teachers to the district. Very exciting, and welcome all the existing teachers and staff back as well. We are a nonprofit organization that is a 501c. It is not tied budget-wise to the school district at all. We are sort of separate from that. Any money that we make goes back to you in the form of grants. Mike, if you could just move to the next slide. So we, over the last 12 to 15 years, have given back over $400,000 to the district in way of grants. We do this through 2 fundraising events. We have the Holdenwood Run in the fall, which is September 29th, which has a 5K and a 2K at Holden Woods in Shirley. It's a beautiful scenic trail. If you've never been, I highly recommend it. And then in the spring, we have the Bresnahan Road Race on May 17th. That starts and ends here at the high school. We have on campus, we have a tot trot, and we have a 2K, and then we have a 5K down into the town and back again, which is followed by a barbecue. So those are our 2 major fundraisers. We get our funding from sponsorships and from individual registration, so we encourage you to encourage students to be there. There's any money that we can generate in those 2 events allows us to do more for you guys. We also will have a raffle for the first time at the Holdenwood Trail Run for all staff and teachers that attend. That's going to be awesome. I don't know what it is yet. It's going to be awesome. Just to keep it brief, we have a grant program as mentioned. The grant deadline is October 11th. Again, October 11th. It's a small application. It's about 6 or 7 pages. We ask that you fill it out. It can be, let's see, in the past we've funded literary magazines for 2nd grade, science magazines, periodicals for the libraries. We funded Chromebooks and charts at the middle school, microscopes at the middle school. We funded Starbase Academy, River Classroom, the 4th grade symphony. We've supported drama, arts, music, with projectors, Promethean boards, Imeo boards. We've provided over 300, so I think I'll sort of cap it at that. In January, we have a preschool grant program for the preschools in Aaron Shirley, where they apply and we fund New England Aquarium or Pumpernickel Puppets, or creature teachers to come in and for the preschoolers to experience that. And then at the end of the year, we have an impact grant that's proposed by Dr. Malone. It's impact. It's something that we fund every year. It's $8,000 to $10,000 there. And in the recent years, we've done we've assisted with the one-to-one rollout of the Chromebooks at the high school. We've also done the Google expedition at the middle school, and then more recently, we've done the sensory pathways at the elementary schools, as well as we've sort of assisted with funding for the new preschool playground equipment. So we generally fund about $25,000 to $35,000 for the schools every year. We'd love to have you run or race or walk, or again, encourage your students to attend. Those are our 2 fundraisers. And after receiving grants in the fall, we would love it if you could promote that, social media or Twitter or newsletters, just to promote ASEP to your families and students and families. So that's all I have. We also assist with the middle school science fair in the spring. So, oh yeah, thank you, Fred. The grants are open, they're ready to go. We are working on our website. I know we've had some technical glitches over the last year or so. We're going to make sure that we get the application on the home page, on the front page, which is airshirleyeducationfoundation.org. You guys can reach it through your district website. And then as well, all the administration in every school knows how to get in touch with me or ASEP. So please don't hesitate to put forth a grant. I think that's it. Dr. Malone?
Just could you explain the mission of the grants, the focuses that you'd like to see when people submit applications, please?
Sure, so for the grants, we like to see impact. It's easier to support in our minds, although we would like to support everybody's grant. We're somewhat limited in the funding, so impact is huge. Extracurricular things are huge. We don't generally pay for any busing to and from things. We try to keep it so it's more enrichment and give sort of any of the students an additional opportunity. That it's sort of an extension from the classroom, whether it's somebody that visits or there's an opportunity to bring somebody in or do something with students. You know, we've supported different events for music and programming like that, as well as we had a high school teacher a few years ago do something in culinary, and we had archery a few years ago as well, so that just more kids are exposed to opportunities and things of that nature. So, and if you have an idea and you want to float it by us, and we can sort of give you some ideas or sort of redirect you, that we'd be happy to do that. So we love to see the grants. So do them.
October 11th.
Thank you, Dr. Malone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Clemens. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. So I'd like to thank Mr. Pomprian again for being here with us this morning. We really appreciate your support. Michelle Granger, the chair of the school committee, appreciate her support as well. I have to say the school committee is 100% behind you. Everything that I will bring to the school committee and ask for their approval, they pretty much approve as long as the funding is there. So we thank them. And the therapy dog, when Mrs. Foley, we started working on that therapy dog and bringing the dog into the school system last spring. So we had to write a new policy. It's available for anyone to see it. So that took some time. And then looking for the insurance for the dog was quite a task. Mr. Plunkett and Mrs. Bozak, you just chuckled, Bill. I mean, it went on all summer because some of the districts put it under the umbrella with service dog policy, but that doesn't cover the dog. So, you know, tenacity and perseverance and setting a goal is really what brings us to the finish line. So I thank everybody that helped support that, and I think it's going to be really good for kids and definitely good for adults from what I saw this morning.